Hi, this is No Ordinary Voice of Spiritual Ventriloquism. You are listening to Dummy himself. Well, for quite some time, actually for a few years, I've been speaking on, uh, maybe not on video so much as in person, on Hebrew words and the pronunciation of a particular Hebrew word. And that word is the Hebrew word that is translated for Holy Spirit or set apart spirit. And of course, I wouldn't expect people to take my word at face value, but that I should, at least show you the basis of my reasoning and cause behind using the right word. As Hebrews, or as Israelites, we should endeavor, and I know it's quite a mountain to climb at times to learn a new language. And all of us are at different areas in learning the new language of our faith, of our belief. And so, no fault there. We're all brought up in this Western culture. We don't even think like the language that is in this book here, this book right here. So, without any further ado, we're just going to go right ahead. And I've noticed that this word has been mispronounced for the set-apart spirit of Elohim, Holy Spirit. This word has been not just mispronounced, but we're actually, in a sense, it's mispronounced because it's pretty much the same word, but has been misapplied because we're using the wrong word to describe the Holy Spirit. And that word that is used by Messianics, Hebrews, camps, of every flavor is the Ruach Ha Qadash, or the Holy Spirit. And that's the word that we use. We use the word Kodesh. And, I have to be fair here and just realize that I use that myself at one time, but it is the wrong word. And I'm going to demonstrate to you conclusively why it is the wrong word, and that we should, use the correct word. If we're going to speak Hebrew, we should speak correct Hebrew words. I don't expect us to become fluent and to be able to, to speak it as a language, at least in the near term. So, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you a disclaimer right now. I am not an expert in Hebrew. I'm not an adept in Hebrew. Probably wouldn't even be considered a novice in Hebrew. But I do notice when I do read things and I do see Hebrew words and I see words being used that, that are like describing, a time being used as a person. I always look in that, or a persona. So that word we use is Ruach Ha Qadash. Okay, now my position on this is that's a wrong word, because Kodesh means a set apart time, as in month, new moon, and the word actually means the first of the new month, or Rosh Hodesh, which means the first of the new month, the new moon. So when we refer to the Holy Spirit as Ruach Ha Qadash, we're actually saying spirit of the month, not set apart spirit. Now, Kodesh does mean set apart, but we have to make sure that we understand that. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this paper right here. The Hebrew word is 6944, and it's Kodesh. And actually, that is an H. In the original language, that is an H. It's Hodesh, not Kodesh. Now, in the English, Latin, and Greek, there's varying precursors, or what do you say, prefixes to this word, and that is either the letter K or the letter C added to the H, which would be more of the Roman soft C sound. But it's actually Kodesh, that's the original word, and that means set apart. Well, it means, in that place, it means set apart month. That word actually means set apart month. Here is your Hebrew word for that, and here are your vowels pointing that the Masoretes, and I will show you that also, so recklessly provide. Here's a bigger version of it for you to see it better with the vowels pointing. This vowels pointing gives it the EH sound, Kodesh, esh, eh. Okay, because we're reading from right to left. Okay, Kodesh. Then this is the OO sound right here, Kodesh. Okay, all right. Now let's go ahead and let's look at a few more variations of this of this word. Here is one that is used quite frequently. It's the same word. The root word, as you can see right here, is the same, 6918, and it's kadosh, okay, and which means to reaffirm, to renew, to restore, or repair, okay? So that means a renewal, okay, or set apart to renew, restore, repair, or reaffirm. The root word, here is the Ka sound, kadosh, okay? Here is the root word of that same word right there. I didn't do a very good vowel point right there, but there's where the Masoretes also use the root word to produce this word right here, kadosh, and this root word's the same, okay? Obviously, okay? All right. Here is another one that's used in more modern usage, probably dating back to the days of probably Jesus or maybe even before, and that's Kodesh or Kiddush, okay? And there again, you have this basic same structure of the word. The vowel isn't the same. The vowels pointing are not the same. The vowel pointing, I think, is up there. But anyway, it means set apart time, as in the Shabbat. Okay, Kodesh. Okay, that doesn't sound but the same. But I just want to throw that in there because it's brought out of the same root word. Okay, for the word set apart. Okay. Now, the final word that I'm going to present to you is the word Kadash, and it is Hebrew 6942, and this usage means a set apart spirit, person, or to be holy, sacred, consecrate as set apart or dedicated to Elohim. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that here too, where you can see that. Hebrew word 6942, Kadash. Okay, all right, going again with the root word. There's the big version of it right here where you can see it good, right there. The root word. And I want to draw the point here is that this word is translated as the root word, okay? So you have your ka, your ah vowel point at the beginning of the word, again, going right to left. Then you have the ah sound, ka, dash, here, vowel point, okay? 6942, Kadash, set apart spirit, person, to be holy, sacred, consecrated, or consecrate as set apart or dedicated to Elohim. Now, this is the part that this is the point I want to drive home, and why people should study to show themselves approved by Yahweh or Yahweh because when you look at this word as it's translated in both cases, 6942 and 6944, Kodesh, again, which we have demonstrated and shown you that this means new month, new moon, or month. The new would be Rosh. If you added the Resh letter to the front of this and formed the word Rosh, which would mean first or the first day, okay? Rosh, new, the first, okay? So, and then you have 6942, Kadash, which means set apart spirit or person, which is this is the accurate word to use when referring to the Holy Spirit, as we would say it in the English, or the set apart spirit of Elohim, of Yahweh, okay? But I want you to notice both of these words right here are translated as the root word with the vowels pointing in the exact same place. But this vowel's pointing starts with the O sound, and this vowel's pointing in the same exact place starts with the A sound. This vowel's pointing ends with the A sound, sound. And the Masoretes were the ones who put these here 900 years after the turn of the Common Era. So these people were far, far outside of ancient Hebrew usage. Now, the point I want to make between these two words being spelled the same way in Hebrew and with the Masoretes supplying the vowels pointing in the same exact place is this is a impossibility. It's a linguistical impossibility. If you are trying to point someone how to pronounce a word by putting a vowel point in a certain spot, and then you're going to have two different words with vowel points in the same place with two different sounds, that is a linguistical impossibility. You can't, that's impossible. That breaks every rule of grammar and pronunciation or whatever. I'm not a language expert, but I can tell when there's, somebody's farted in the car and had their hand on the power control module. So, I hope we can really put this to bed because this is viral. It's everywhere. It's in the Messianic community. It's in the camps. It's in the sacred name people. I mean, everybody uses the wrong word to describe the set-apart spirit. They want to call the Holy Spirit the new month or the new moon. So I feel like I have adequately and conclusively demonstrated that the word Kadash is the correct word. Ruach Ha Qadash. Not Kodesh, not Hodesh, Ruach Ha Qadash. Okay? Have a good night.